Little insert at the beginning here. I'm overlaying normal playthrough and speedrun because it's more fun and everyone's seen this game before.
This is the basics. This is the original Super Mario Bros. For the NES. Technically, it was for the Nintendo VS arcade system. Uh, but it's one of the most recognizable and referenced video games of all time. Let's talk about the gameplay. I like Super Mario Bros., of which I'll be referring to by its original name, to avoid confusion, and so that, Mario, modern Mario. The game is pretty fun, though. I'm not going to sugarcoat the fact that I'm playing it on a Chromebook, on an emulator, on a website, on school Wi Fi the majority of the time I played it. So, a simple game it might be, but I'm not exactly enjoying it through the best medium. No game would be fun when played like that. You played World 1, Level 1, then you play World 1, Level 2, and then you take the secret warp pipe to World 4, Level 1, because everyone knows that there's a secret there by now, and I can't exactly afford to play the entirety of this game in one session. Although I might put a playthrough of the full game in the background of footage right now. You'll see it, I'm sure. I believe now is when I talk about the style, and there is something to be said about the style, because it's been a very, very long time since a game like this came out. Made not just to be able to fit on a extremely small storage space, but so any player could recognize what's happening in the game at all times. Every game made nowadays that's trying to recreate the style of a classic NES game, it's not going to be able to fully achieve that style. The CRT screens alone means that pixel art's completely disconnected. Modern pixel art has shadows and shading, and at most, the original Super Mario Bros. Has different lighting for the underground levels, and really that's it. Let alone the fact that, Japanese and American, they had to make the game super recognizable at all times. Have to make it super clear what is an enemy, what isn't, what you can and can't interact with. And there isn't even like the guidebook that came with the game when I'm and almost anyone else modern day is playing. So there's a secondary question to be said of like, could you even recognize what you're trying to do if you had no interaction with Mario? I have no idea. The sound of Super Mario Bros. Is exactly what you remember it as, or what you've seen it as, heard it as. It sounds like BitCrunch beeps and boops. It sounds like the song that everybody whose childhood had late 80s in it distinctly does, almost definitely remembers. I don't know if I can include this song, by the way, the fact that it doesn't sound good no matter what. Sorry. I'm going to talk about the length and difficulty at the same time here, because I did not know how long or how hard this game would be. I kind of forgot that I've spent my life playing both on better mediums and modern games. I'm not playing what I'm supposed to be playing this game on. And, I've been predisposed to kind of suck at this game then. I've spent every day of my life growing up with games with Coyote Time and forgiving mechanics in a game. And I'm playing a game that was made for you to lose coins at an arcade machine. It's not exactly in my favor. I'm pretty sure I don't think this game could run on Coyote Time at all. And the input delay is already enough to really exemplify the fact that a Chromebook is not a good idea. Also, the fact that somehow the Chromebook I'm playing on has a freaking faster screen refresh, despite the fact that this game was, meant for a TV, which I don't even know how that works, because this game is like made for direct, very precise input. That's the whole point of Coyote Time not being here. You're supposed to know exactly when to press jump at the very edge of the pixel of the block. And then you mix that in with the fact that the levels are well made, but they hide so many random blocks with power-ups and coins in them. It feels surprisingly unique and new, making it almost difficult from the unexpected. And also probably due to the fact that not only did I never get to play this as a child, but the fact that my generation might unironically have a finally big enough gap that this game is actually new once more, and that most people didn't actually experience this game, probably on a random emulator, $30 bought from Walmart to plug into their TV, like I did. And I'm pretty young for Gen Z, to be fair, as well. The next section in the list is about the price, because this game is free. If you have Wi-Fi, it's free. If you have any modern device, I'd bet, it's free. In fact, I'd bet you could unironically fit this game on more things than people have put Doom on. It's an extremely small and extremely simplistic game, and I'd have to imagine the most complicated element is running the particle physics of blocks breaking. This game at one point cost money, I can assure you of that, but it might as well be in the public domain with the amount of re-uploads, emulators, and full reconstructions from the ground up this game has. You can go just about anywhere online and find a version of this game, whether the website has crappy ads or it's perfectly made in every way. Doesn't matter. It's why I could probably play this game on my Chromebook no matter how many websites the school bans, because there's so many websites that host this game. That is not a threat towards the school. Do not do that, though. I know there's probably some method. Do not risk it. I don't need the tech support to be worse. Sorry to the people who work hard. I guess I could talk about the differences and similarities between this and modern Mario, but to be fair, a good chunk of it is already what I've talked about. Improvement in technology and the fact that Nintendo makes Mario games overwhelmingly easy to target a Western audience is the only real things I haven't discussed in full. Remember, there's an American and Japanese sequel to this game, because the Japanese version was exclusively so hard they didn't think anyone outside of Japan could do it, so they slapped Mario's face on a random different game, also owned by Nintendo. A difference would be the endearing nature it is to see the sprite art of Mario. He doesn't look or seem like he would act the same as his modern perception. Modern Mario is almost standardized, and he's had most of his personality removed. He's basically just now the good guy, and it's made especially apparent because Luigi gained a personality. Oh yeah, Luigi's in this game too. I almost forgot about that. He's not a real person yet. He's Green Mario. They called him Green Mario. He'll gain his spine and become his own character later. You know, a spineless coward. His signature character of gaining a spine from Nintendo to be a spineless coward and hunt ghosts in a mansion that he won for free. This is off topic. Peach is developed as a character as well. Same with Toad and Bowser, I guess. But I think that's all I really can say about this game, though. So, I think I'll see you guys next time. Bye!